Hey guys, how's it going? It is a great morning out. I'm out a little bit early because it's supposed to be in the like 90s today, like 88, rounding up. But I wanted to get out here early and I wanted to finish the steel edging in this bed. So I've got right up to this point. I want to get up to that point. I had the steel edging come in, which I'm really excited about. I have enough to finish the two projects, which is this bed and the walkway, but I won't be doing the walkway today because I don't have the willpower to do that. So we're just gonna finish this side and then do a little bit of planting because I have some holes in this bed that I want to fill in. So like that area and like just kind of like tuck a few things in this bed that I've got. So let me show you guys the edging. You guys have already seen it before, but I get a lot of questions about it when I do show it. So I want to make sure that I show it and talk about a few like key features of it. So this is the steel edging. When I got it, it was a like shiny metal. It's Corten steel. And it has now rusted in like no time. It literally just got wet one time and it rusted. You can see the teeth marks on that one from a piece that was folded over onto that side. That will go away the second that it all gets wet and really starts rusting. So that's not like a permanent look, just so you guys know. But we have it in the entire walkway right here. The plan is to finish this walkway to go along here like this. I just need to dig this out a little bit. I just don't want to do that. Not mentally ready to do that. So we're gonna finish this side, which is just like a straight run from there to there. Super easy. So I'll be able to get that done and then I'll be able to like plant in here a little bit, which will be really nice to get some planting done. So this is what it looks like directly out of the box. You can see it's like very shiny, not rusted at all. You can get different lengths and different heights. I ordered in the 6-inch to do this project. You can also order in 8 and 12, I believe. And one of the main reasons that I wanted to work with this company was because of this folded edge right here. So all of the other ones that I had seen had just a straight edge like this, and that kind of like scared me, which even this one is not sharp at all. It's actually very smooth, but just with the dogs, I wasn't 100% like keen on that factor. So what this company has done is they've gone through and see that edge, how it's folded like that. So it folds over so the dogs can walk on it. It's not sharp. I actually like take my Gorilla cart and I go over the edging to go from the grass to the walkway all the time and no problems. So I love that it's this rounded edge on here. And then these teeth right here are very sharp and they can like, I guess, go through rocks and roots. I have really good soil where I'm at, so I don't have to deal with that. But they've told me that they have no problem going through things. It just takes some like elbow work. It just takes some elbow grease to get down into the ground if you have some like rocky soil, I guess. I had ordered it with this kit, which is their like hammer kit. It's a like mallet and it comes with some blocks. You can really use any mallet. I just figured if they made their own, they know what they're doing. This one, it has sand in it. And it's a 2-pound cast iron hammer, and so far this thing's worked absolutely amazing to put it into the ground. So I have a couple pieces here. These are the taller ones. These are the 8-inch ones, and then I have some 6-inch ones. So you can see the like size on the teeth of those, very different. Just because I've got these that I want to put in the front yard, but we're gonna finish the backyard today. Well, not finish the backyard. That was a big lie. We're going to finish the one stretch in the backyard today. So let's go to move some of these pieces over there and get this done. One more thing that I do get asked a lot too is about this right here, this seam. So this was another feature that I liked about this company, is that they're clips where you connect each of these pieces to each other. It's like at the ends, they're notched out. So the clip goes on here and it slides into that. If I can show you like that, and it looks seamless, whereas other companies, it would sit over it and it sticks up usually. So I didn't love the look of that. So this company, with having the rolled edge, makes it so that this clip basically disappears. Let me show you guys what it looks like on one of the rusted pieces. So you can see right here, Brian wants to know what we're looking at. You can see right here how it has this like lip right here, and it basically makes the clip invisible, which is really nice. What do you think? Approved, Freya? Good? You like it? She approves. So that's another reason that I like this edging, is because it just kind of makes these like clips look like they disappear, and it makes it look very seamless. So now let's just install this because it's super easy to get installed into the ground. That was a lie. Before we get into this, I had to show you this because it wasn't blooming during our garden tour. Isn't this iris so stunning? I have waited for like 3 years to get this thing to bloom. I planted it way too deep, and I have all of these buds coming. This is so gorgeous. It's not even planted in like the best location, so I'm really happy to see these blooms. I wish I remember the variety. I picked it up at like a little pop-up market thing that had happened years ago. I just love the color of this one. It's so pretty. Okay, so we've got all of that over there done, and then we're done up to the aviary with this stuff. Okay, ignore this. I need to hammer that down just a little tiny bit more right there, or I need to bring that up, which I think that's what I need to do. But with this stuff is really nice because you measure how big you want it, and then you customize to that exact size. I mismeasured. I literally looked at my plan and I mismeasured when I drew it out exactly what I needed. I think it's because I might have started over there in the wrong spot. So that might have been my fault, which actually it's 100% my fault. But with this, I went in with a long piece there, a long piece there, a long piece there. And then I was going to go in with 2 of the shorter pieces that were about that same exact size. And how I mismeasured was I forgot to count in for the clips, which barely take up a little bit of space. And I didn't move that down far enough where I was originally going to start it. And so all I did was I took a piece right here and I just bent it. So you can't even tell it's perfect. You know, just come back in with the dirt. So this basically just ends right exactly where I wanted it to end. I might have bent it a little shy, but it's fine. It's really, really easy to bend should you need to bend it. I mean, it doesn't just like bend by like, squeezing it. What I did was I put a 2x4 down right here and I just pulled it up and it bent super easy. It does talk about that in their little booklet that they have, that should you need to make a bend in it or make it curve or whatever, it's really easy to do so, which it is really easy. We did a curve and all you do is just slightly bend it. You just put the you just put the end of it on the ground and then you just kind of pull it up and that gives you the curve radius that you need. So it's really, really great stuff to work with. Goes in the ground super easy. This took me, I think, to do these 3 pieces. It took maybe like 8 minutes to do and it was no problem. Now let's fill in the holes in this. So I'm going to take out this allium right here that never bloomed. No clue what happened. And I kind of want to just line the front of this with a few just small annuals that I have. I've got a couple things I hope that would look really good right here. So I think lining this would be really, really pretty. I'm trying to add more color to the garden. So with that, I want to put in anything that I can find that has a ton of color. That'll be really good. That'll be big pops. I usually stick to like 1 color per bed, and I'm trying to get away from doing exactly that. So we're going to put some stuff here. It doesn't get morning sun here. It's still the morning time. So probably about noonish, it starts to get dappled sun. And then from about 12:30, 1 o'clock, it's full sun. And so it's hot afternoon sun. So this is kind of a tricky bed. just because it's not getting like a ton of sun, but it does get the hot afternoon sun. So I gotta work with that. That kind of works against me. So let's go up front and see what I have and what we can get planted in this bed. So with my hoard of plants up here, I have these 2 Petchoas. These are definitely gonna go up there. These are the caramel yellow. I'm really excited about these. I can't wait to see these in the landscape because the rest of them I do have in container in the window box, but they look like little sunflowers. I really like them. So I'm gonna bring both of these back, and then to add even more color, I'm going to bring back this Salvia right here. Okay, ignore my dirty hands. Oh my gosh. Everything is so thirsty right now. I forgot to water yesterday. I feel really bad. This is the Ignition Purple Salvia. It gets 24 inches tall, 24 inches wide, hardy in zones 7 through 11, and full sun, average size reaches 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. And I love Salvia, and we have so many hummingbirds that I know that they're just gonna absolutely go crazy for the Salvia right here. So I've got 2 of these and a white one. So I think what I'm gonna do is plant this purple one, and this white one. And to add even more color, I'm gonna go in with this Sunny Days Lemon Coneflower. This one was $19. I picked this up at the plant barn, 30 inches tall, 30 inches wide, and this is just gonna bring a huge pop of color. I mean, look at that. We are not mad at that at all. That's so pretty. I love the green in there. Did I say the zones? 4 through 9 and 30 by 30. 30 inches, not feet. Sunny Days Lemon Coneflower. So pretty. I've already had a few blooms that have like been spent on it, but isn't that stunning? So let's bring these plants back there because it is going to be so good to get these in the ground and to get a pop of color, like a bright pop of color. It's going to be so good. So let's head back there. I am actually just going to water these in really quickly just because I forgot to water last night. And I don't want the shock to be too much when they get in the holes. So that way I can get these planted and they're nice and saturated with some water. That should make them a little less angry with me. Today is probably one of the nicest days I've had in the garden in a very long time. I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. The metal edging to get that finished is so nice to see that done, and to get these plants over here, the dappled sunlight coming through, it is perfect. I have to become a morning person, because coming out here before, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., it is so magical in the garden. I can still get things done. I am so pleased with how this is coming together. The white salvia is going to just glow on the fence. I'm so obsessed with the Sunny Days lemon coneflower, the ignition white salvia, the ignition purple salvia. I'm really gonna be so excited to see these just fill in. It's gonna be so pretty, especially with them, taking up a little bit of the fence, 2 feet tall, 2 feet wide. They should all start to touch, and it's gonna be just absolutely stunning. And then I have the 2 Petchoas down here. I can't wait for those to fill in that area. This is just looking like a mixture of color. I've got the purple alliums, I've got purple lavender, purple salvia, I've got white verbena, white salvia, yellow coneflower, I've got the yellow Petchoas, I've got the spirea. I want to add a little bit more color over on this side here. I'm not exactly 100% sure what I want to add, so I guess I'm gonna have to find a few more things, but it is really coming together, and I'm so happy with how this bed looks. And just because I get asked every time what I put in the holes, I'm going in with the EB Stone Organics. This is the Sure Start. I've found that whatever you have local for fertilizer is best. I just always try to go in with like a starter fertilizer. That's kind of your best bet, whether it's Biotone, EB Stone, there's like a Good Earth one, whatever you can find, Fox Farms, any type of starter fertilizer to give your plants like a really good kickstart is like best bet, guaranteed to help. And then try to go in with like a weekly fertilizer. I go in with the water soluble one. It's from Fox Farms. That's the one that I'm going to be using this year just because I can find it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just use the ones that I can find locally. I don't want to order everything online. I hate doing that. So whatever you can find, just go in with the starter fertilizer. This is a 262. These bottom numbers right there, and what that is your nitrogen, your phosphorus, and your potash, which are going to give like the best like growth, blooms, and foliar growth and root growth. It equates to all of those things. I've used different numbers. Just going with any starter fertilizer that you can find. And then I do get questions about my shovel that I used all the time. This little thing has been amazing. I get asked about my shovel all the time also. This is the Spearhead Spade. You can get it off of Amazon. I know it's short. I love it. It makes it so I can get in there. I can't use a hand trowel when digging holes. I break them. So this thing, which is like the perfect size, larger than a hand trowel, obviously, but it's not a giant shovel, so I can get in anywhere. And then my watering wand, it's from Terrain. That was a investment piece, and it is probably one of my favorite things in the garden. I love the way that it waters. The water just comes out super gentle. Brent hates it. It's a personal preference, I think. It is a solid brass. It's by Haas. I will make sure that the shovel and the watering wand are linked in the description down below of this video if you can't find it, because I do get asked that all the time. Also, how do I find those things? You hit the more button, and then sometimes you have to hit more again, and then that's where all of the links to everything are. So I hope that that helps. So I'm loving this bed. I think it looks so good. Like the pop of color, that yellow and the white back there. I mean, like you see that white shine, so that white is just gonna like glow once it reaches a little bit taller. And the purple, white usually just kind of like slightly glows, but once you have a black fence, it just like shines in the garden. So I'm really happy with how it looks. We're making some big progress here. Feels good to get things done, get at least this bed fully edged. I am gonna spray this with water just to like help speed up that aging process on it, because I really love the aged look, and so that way it doesn't look like 2 different pieces of metal. So I'm gonna spray those with water to help that along, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.